Hello, hello, hello. I started 15 minutes early today because I love you guys. We're sporting another Harry Styles merch from the concert. It's awesome. Oh, oh, oh. You guys know the drill. Bubby's not here, so I gotta text him to make sure that the stream is going good. Okay. I think we're good. Guys, tell me. We're throwing it back. We're getting the pretzels up in here again. I love pretzels. I literally sit here all day now with my like new job or whatever. I keep my little light therapy light on all day. I hope it's working, and I try to take my vitamin D like at least one a day. So, oh, hello. I don't think I've seen your name on here before, or maybe I have. It's just been a minute. Your favorite Marxist? Is that how you pronounce that? Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know. No one's in the channel yet today. So I'm like, are we good? I didn't know. Anyway. Welcome. I am trying to modify here. I don't know how it sounds to you. Bubby always changes the settings on my mic, so if it's too quiet or too loud, let me know. Thank you. I totally wasn't supposed to be doing like work today. And I totally wasn't doing Animal Crossings like most of the day while I was in meetings. That would be irresponsible and not something I would do. Anyway, I'm trying to find like a good flooring, and this is fucking killing me. You know what? Why did I back out of that? I wanted that. Through mic sounds good. Game may be a little quiet. See, I thought that as well. I don't know how to fix that. Find out. I think I turned up the... Let me know if I need to like adjust it again. I think I did it right this time. Thank you for being so helpful today. Welcome. How are you doing? Are you having a fun Thursday? I am, because it's almost Friday. I don't know what my friend is messaging about. I just got like a message from one of my friends, and it really looks like I missed like the first half of that conversation, but it's definitely like not in the chats. So, all good. Finally not as busy. Oh, good. What does busy look like for you? I know what it looks like for me. And it's not great. What does it look like for you? Don't understand. I feel like this person double created some of the things that they make. Maybe I'm just that's also an option. No, they double did some of these. What's the fucking difference? Ah! The green, slightly different. The green is slightly different. The fuck? Why? What if I get the wrong ones? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, what are those? Those look fucked. I don't know why they're like smushed. These ones are slightly nicer. Usually an 8 to 10 hour, 8 to 10/12 hour day outside the house. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh, I know. Oh my gosh. Literally, I just now put 2 and 2 together that you're my friend. When I got your message, I was like, what? I thought you were like messaging Bubby and like messaged me back or something, and I was like, huh? But then I like thought about it and I was like, oh. How are the shifts going right now? Are you guys experiencing blackout dates? I know my job is. This is like slightly different. This is so lame. How do I get the right one? Why do the flowers look especially fucked on this one? But then on the other one, they look like better. No, I guess they both look shitty. Bruh. Do kind of want to say I have built such a good town. I worked so hard on this. I'm very proud of myself. I think I should be. It was so fucking hard to do. And honestly, I think I'm gonna have to redo some of it. You know what? I'll actually do that right now. Because did I just press back too many times? Probably. I literally just went in and out of this screen for no. Been to the studies. Oh my gosh. True. I mean, at least you get out. You know? I just sit here all day, bruh. No, I mean, like, that's not even a comparison. You work really hard. Yeah, it's... Oh my gosh! Did I tell you? Oh my gosh. Did I tell you that we got an update about the Mexico, like, leaving date? We were gonna leave on the 20th of this month. We are not doing that right now. We're gonna leave on the 20... I'm not gonna say what day. We're gonna leave next month. I was thinking somewhere in the 20s. It might be early few weeks. But anyway. So. Might write a book. The shit you see in retail. You should! You should! You would write a really good book. I know that. Also, I totally believe you, the shit shows you see in retail. But anyway. Yeah, so, what was it? So the cartel is, like, doing some shady shit. So the government, the Mexican government, just arrested some cartel guy's wife. And she apparently lives in the city that we were going to go live in. It's a bougie city. It's expensive to, like, shop there or whatever. And to, like, live there. But it's not worth potential death. Because everybody's expecting the cartel to, like, kick back a little. And they already have been pulling some crazy stunts, so Bubby and I just decided to wait. We'll just wait until things kind of blow over there. Oh, Wolf! How's it going? Female Wolf, what's up? I was just catching up, my other friend here on the happenings for Mexico. Shit went down, girl. Shit went down. Like, the Mexican government. Thankfully, I support them in this, you know. But they arrested, like, this big, huge cartel guy's wife. So it's kind of made our plans seem a little sussy to, like, move down right now. So we were like, we'll just wait. You know? I've gotta, like, how I did it. I decided, like, after I did this whole thing, I wanted to do it another way. And I want to kill myself! It's fine. I'll fix it. Maybe. That's not even close to it. Fuck. Okay. Okay, we got this. Yeah. Okay. You thought you'd stop by? Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. Yeah. The less problems with anything else, the better. Yeah, that's right. I'm just not willing to take that dice roll right now, and we can totally... Wait, I told Bubby, like, you know, we should be listening to the universe right now. Swampy, how's it going? What's the happenings? I also think it gives us, like, good time to process more paperwork and get some other stuff done. Like, we could have totally done it there, and we were planning on doing some of the paperwork there, but this kind of gives us that, like, stretch room, if that makes any sense. I've got to do this again. Roxy, why are you like this? Why are you always like? How did I do the fucking part? Fucking it. Don't tell me I got rid of, like, one corner. That would be my luck. Okay, it's gotta be that one. Whew. Still mad? Just still sad? Oh, get you. It's okay. There's plenty more fish in this. You know what's unfortunate? I mean, it's like the smallest, like, first world problem thing. I just want to be able to close this chapter for Bubby emotionally, you know? Because, like, and I will always say this, and I know I've said it like a million times over, and I'm so sorry if I just talk your guys' ear off with this one point, but I just feel so bad that he has to go through this, like, grieving process. Like, and deal with his family and their family that, like, by all reason should be on his side right now, or not on his side, but I mean, like, should be wanting to help him because he's, like, young, all that stuff, but they just don't. It's so weird. Tell me about it. What happened, Swampy? You never said what was said. I was so bad at work today. Like, I got all my stuff done, technically. But, like, also not really. Not this. I half asleep and half awake. I had a nap in my truck, then I got a coffee. Ooh. Do you want to hear a funny story? So, because you just reminded me, you just unlocked a memory for me. When I was like 18, yes, I had to have been 18 because I was also still doing college at that time. So this is about the time that I first met, your favorite, Marxist, the one in chat. I've known him, since college, and this is about the time I met you. I was working a lot. I was working 2 jobs at that time, and because I was like supporting myself and doing school at the same time and everything. Yeah, so I got a fever, but I couldn't afford to like miss a day at work. Like literally I would not have been able to make my rent if I missed a day at work. So I was like, ugh, I'll just suck it up and I'll go to work. And thankfully it was in the winter time. So I worked at an ice cream shop at that time. So what would it matter if I fell asleep, like at the ice cream shop? I had never tried it before, you know, because I didn't ever want to do it and disrespectful or anything. But honestly, at that point, I had already known the bosses for like a year at least, and they were very, very, very sweet. I know if I told them that I felt ill, they would have like given me options, but I felt bad leaving them to like do everything themselves. So anyway, I was like, I'll just take a nap after school in my car. And I took a nap. It was totally fine. And I was like, I had a fever and everything. And I was like taking a nap, and I woke up not because it was like my work time or that my alarm went off. It's because in the parking lot behind the building where I used to like park my car and all that stuff, I woke up to like a maintenance crew, like a lawn maintenance crew or landscaping company or something like that. Some guy, and I don't know if he was just like checking on my well-being, so I don't want to shit talk this guy. I'm just gonna say he like scared the shit out of me. He was like looking into my car, and keep in mind it was pouring down rain, like pouring rain. So it's, I don't know, you couldn't see me too terribly well because I also like put a blanket over me and I like tilted my seat back and everything. And I had a pretty big car at the time, just a gas guzzler, but it did its job. So I don't even know how this guy like saw me because I wasn't near any of the landscaping like things. So I was just like, I woke up and it scared the shit out of me because I could not see his face. I just saw his yellow hoodie and like a bill over his face, and that's how foggy and like dark it was. I mean, it's Seattle, so that's like what happens here. But still to this day, that horrifies me that I like woke up from a nap and he didn't tap on the window or anything. I just woke up and I must have heard like feet shuffling outside the window or something like that. And I like woke up and I was like, can I help you? And like when he saw me wake up, he pieced the fuck out. Like that was it. And he was still landscaping when I finally went into work like an hour later. So I was like, can I help you, sir? But yeah, thank you for unlocking that memory. Those memories are so hard to unlock too, because I was like sick. So I couldn't get those. How did I? No! What did I do? What? No, which one? I think this was it, right? Oh. I feel like I just did this and I'm being stupid. Yeah, I am. I really don't want to say on stream, and it's fine. Follow Edge! Yes. Then... Oh my gosh! Dang! Swampy, you've been around for like ages. Oh, your job is trucking every day? Damn. You get it. I love seeing females in predominantly male jobs. That's fucking lit. Same thing with my friend that's in chat. He is like, he works at a bakery. That's a predominantly female position. I'm not sure. I can't speak for the place that he works at, and I won't say. But I'm gonna say that at least from the bakeries I've seen, most of the time they're manned by like women, and I think it's so cool that like people are breaking out into other section jobs. What I want there. Gotta like redo the whole thing. Do you ever get any sussy vibes, female wolf? Or is it like generally respectable? I just don't know. I don't know what is like my Dateline knowledge and what is like real life world knowledge, you know? So I'd rather ask. My friend Marxus that's like in chat today, he's like one of the best bakers I know. He's so good. He's helped me with recipes that I just weren't able to figure out. He also knows like liquor very well, like what's the good stuff and everything. I'm always just so impressed. What do I mean by sussy? I mean, like, do people, like, since you're a female in a predominantly male, like, position or whatever, are there any men that, like, proposition you or something, or be creepy or weird, or is that just a weird stereotype that's applied to truck stops? I'm, like, genuinely asking. I hope you understand. I'm not trying to be memey. I'm always just so curious. I'm also very eager to always put my fears away, you know? Like, there's no reason to have a pre-existing notion of something, you know? Especially if it's harmful to a demographic or something. But I try to just be mindful of those things. I did this with all white, and I like it, but I realized I don't like that I can pick up all my designs super easily. It's just not my favorite thing, so I'm gonna redo some of it. All of it. They better be doing construction upstairs, because if they're not, my new upstairs neighbors are fucking annoying. They've just been like clump, 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 clump all day. And like I mentioned earlier in the stream, I have to work here. So it's fucking hard to just get shit done sometimes. And not like want to pull my hair out. I don't want to forget where I put some of these hedges, so I would rather do this painstaking, you know, versus half-assed. Marxist says, I still find it funny that in culinary, it is so male dominated that New York City actually ran a campaign to try to increase the amount of female chefs in the industry. I suppose the real moral of the story is if a guy is a sexist, let him know the truth. True. True. That's fucking lit. I love that. See? Marxist coming through with that, like, bomb facts. You guys don't know this because, like, Marxist is always busy and all that stuff, but Marxist is literally, like, my best friend. Literally. He's just one of those homies that's, like, always there, always amazing. And you know how some people, like, some friends just don't grow up and they don't end up, like, understanding real life stuff? Marxist is the only friend that I've been with for, like, ever, because anytime I'm, like, busy with, like, life stuff, or maybe I get depressed or something, you know what? He's not someone that, like, makes fun of me for it or makes me feel bad about it. He's just like, hey, I'm your friend, I'm still here. And I'm like, honestly, Marxist, that's been, like, the saddest thing. I'm so not looking forward to Mexico, but at the same time I am. Anyway, I'm not moving away forever. I'm just gonna be there for a little bit, but I have to remind myself. Anyway, female wolf said, sometimes Pepper, I think you meant people, don't, oh yeah, he's don't know what I am because they asked me if I am a female. I'm like, yeah, but I'm a furry, and they're like, okay, and walks away. That's funny though. You're whatever you want to be, bitch. Like, your life. As long as whatever you do involves two consenting adults, I literally have no fucking problem. Also, Marxist is one of those friends that, like, also has a life, you know? Like, there's some weird people, I'm sure you guys know, you can think of someone that, like, in your life is exactly like this, where they'll get butthurt because, like, you don't message them or something for, like, a few weeks or something. Or especially when I was planning my wedding, some friends were like, oh my gosh, you haven't reached out to me. And I'm like, for one, I was planning a wedding and then COVID happened, so I had to, like, work my stuff around that. Like, you think you're the only thing that I have to do right now? Anyway, just get you friends like Marxist. The only time I make fun of people is when they just need to learn to laugh at themselves. Yeah, that's exactly right. And the Marxist is just, like, pointing out other reasons why we're friends, because we're both into that, like, dark humor where, like, we dog on each other, and, like, other friends around us, but it's purposefully done just so none of us get so fucking butthurt, right? If there's no reason to have an attitude over things, whatever. Ooh, Marxist is also, like, one of the few people in this world that can handle me so well when I'm freaking out. There are very few things in this world that trigger me. My mom and my family are one of them. And Marxist is so good at just being like, we good. I'm like, yeah, we are good. Just, like, always good at being the chill person at the party. I'm trying to do this. This is so annoying. Ugh. The farthest I've been trekking was last night and this morning, going to Alberta. Oh, wow. And I've been in the States. Burlingame, USA. I don't even know. I don't even know where that is. Damn, that's far, I assume. I'm sure I'll understand exactly how far it is when getting this corner is going to be fucking bitch. It's so hard to work around these fucking trees, but there's no reason for me to uproot the fucking tree right now. So hard to see! I don't know why I move my head like moving my head is gonna do anything. It's not gonna do anything. Also, I found out, because I wanted to pack some of my favorite wines for like Mexico and all that. I found out that if I wanted to bring some of my wines or maybe some of my hard alcohol, it would have to all be closed. Otherwise, I need a liquor license or something like that to bring it to Mexico. And I'm like, yeah, I get it, but like, why? I can't tell which piece I can fit over here. Let's see. Okay, so I have done such an extensive job. Oh, you gotta go? Oh, that's okay. Since I started working from home and we're doing a lot of unnecessary trainings, like there's some trainings that are necessary, like I can really see the purpose for them, and then there's some where I'm like, okay, now you're just catering to people that want to be lazy, you know? I don't know. Or are we really assuming that they're that dumb, you know? So during those trainings, I just kind of like sit and like play Animal Crossings on this setup. So I've done a lot, man. I've started making like a sand bamboo garden, and I want to try to make my rocks populate in that section. So, kind of excited. Oh, yay! I finished this one area. Okay. It's something. Oh shit, I don't think I did. I'll go back and do that in a second. I've been really proud of myself for making this whole like maze looking feature. I think I've done a really good job with it. If I've used it yet. No! Fuck. I have to try to figure out which one that was. Just don't. Two I did. I've also been thinking about switching from Twitch being my primary to having Twitch be my secondary platform, because I've been seeing a lot of stuff with Twitch just not generally supporting their creators or anything lately. And on top of that, the whole Amazon issue where like my Amazon got shut down because my autistic brother started like fucking with shit. Like, I don't know. I'm just not here for it anymore. I'm not here for the headache. I'm not here for any of the fucking headache. Yeah, that actually encapsulates it really well. See, a lot of this white brick is really pretty, but it fucking moves. Like, why would I want that way? I don't. Like, I know I'm in construction mode right now, but I swear it kicks up even when I'm not in construction mode. And fuck that. Fuck that. I'm not gonna have to, like, worry about someone else kicking it up and then having to go back and, like, find it again or whatever. Oh, wrong button. So I'm just gonna cement this whole thing. Keep the border or something. Let's see. Good route. Oops. The white portion first. Might give me less of a headache. Just a bit. Marxist says, I haven't always been a calm person, but I found that there are some things that help. For example, there's only so much you can care about. When things start to bug you, ask yourself why you want it to. Eventually you learn that a lot of things don't really matter. Yeah, that's true. That's so true. And I think that's what's made us cross paths, you know? Like, just generally speaking. Because I can think of a few people that we went to college with that just don't get that, you know? And there's fairly good reason why I don't talk to them anymore, you know? One of my ex-coworkers, you met him, being one of them. He actually went to school with us, I'm not sure if you remember, because he was in a few different classes, but he's the one with, like, the manic depressive bipolar disorder and schizophrenia, and it's like, whoa. But there's a reason why, you know, you and I are still friends. I would argue that, I don't know, I like keeping, oh, hey Swampy. I like keeping people in my life that are generally chill because I know I grew up with such an anxiety-ridden household, right? You've met my mom, so she's like, a lot. So I thank friends like you for teaching me grace. Even if just by example. I mean, you already always have such good words to share, but I mean, it's also watching you in action too. I know I'm one of those people where I learn by watching other people handle situations, and like people like you, I just like watching them just be chill through a thing, and I'm like, yeah, you're right, I can be chill. I don't have to like freak out. And like especially other people that have been with, hey Bubby. Bubby! Okay, that is Bubby. Especially, I don't know what I was gonna, ooh, growing up with people with mental illness, like my mom, and I don't want to expose you too terribly much, but I know you mentioned a family member I won't mention unless you want to. You also had to handle a mentally ill parent. So, yeah, Bubby just got here. I know, he's got to put some stuff away, and then he'll be in here. It's hard sometimes not to act like you've learned, right? And I think people don't understand, like, how impressive it is when people like you, you know, come, and I'm trying to be like you know, come from such a difficult background and difficult examples or shitty examples of being an adult, how difficult it is not to do that as well. So I feel like it's more commendable. It's also my job as your friend to point it out, I guess. Also, you're a good topic to talk about. I could talk about you all day, so it's all fine. Blah, 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 blah. Yep, I remember. I didn't meet him in classes, but did outside. Yeah, yeah. Hey, Bobby. Everybody just wants you here. Do you want to play a game with me? Can you plug in my wax? Thanks. Oh, good. Yeah. As you guys know, I can talk about my friends literally all day. Because I'm very protective of my friends. I love my friends a lot. Literally, if someone ever came up to me and said Marxist, like, had a problem or something like that, or Marxist was a bad person, I would be like, bullshit. I would be ready to throw hands. And that is a good trait and a bad trait. Because the downfall of that is that when I decide I really, really like love and appreciate someone, you know, as a friend or as a lover or whatever, you know, I treat them very similarly. I can't, it takes a long time for me to realize if they're actually an asshole, or it takes a lot of convincing or a lot of like putting myself in shitty situations where like I could totally like leave and not be friends with that person, but I've like spent so much time convincing myself that they're such a good person because they care and like they're my friend or whatever, that sometimes I push it too far. But I'm learning, and I appreciate having people like Marxist and Bubby and so many other people, maybe not so many, a very select few people to learn from. And yeah. Anyway, let me look at chat for 2 seconds. This turned out really good, but it's just so fucking annoying. I want to fix it. Here's to hoping it turns out good. Marxist said, "You're doing pretty well as an adult. Thanks." Who said I'm an adult though? Fuck. Yeah, I guess I'm 25 now. I can't even believe I'm 25. I really don't, like, process that. I think even though you had to go through the muck, you came out clean. Thank you. We both know I didn't come out terribly clean. I'm still sassy and I still have my moments. But I think, you know, it takes trying, you know. And self-forgiveness too. I don't know about you, but what I always used to do when I was younger was blame myself for situations that I had been in as a kid, you know, where like clearly you and I and like other people would know that we weren't in control of those situations. It should be on the adults in our lives to handle those situations, but it's hard, it's easier to say that, you know, now than to understand it. Shit. And same thing for you. I think you've come out really clean. I remember anytime we've talked about like our troubles and our traumas and all that stuff, we're both just looking at each other like, yeah. Like somehow we came out the other end, bro. Oh, Swampy, you're leaving. Okay. That's okay. Swampy, just wait till I know you for a long time. I'll go on rants about how much I care. Anyway. Ah! No! Stop! But anyway, I still think it's a cool thing that the Mexico government is, like, cracking down on the, like, drug issues there. They're, like, really taking leaps this year, which I think might make, you know, our living situation a little frustrating because there might be protests, especially in the city that we live in and all that. But I am looking forward to them getting more up to date with the times. It seems like they're really trying, and I really, really like seeing that. I think it's a culture that's, you know, well deserving of the attention and, you know, productive efforts to cleaning it and all that stuff. As is ours. You know, but they already have universal healthcare down there, okay? They're only a few steps away from being, like, better than us. Granted, that's a few military steps away, but, you know, starting with healthcare, universal healthcare works really. Yeah, it takes time, sometimes therapy to deal with problems caused by bad parents as kids. I know! It's so fucking annoying. I've always told Bubby, I was like, if I wasn't Alaskan Native, meaning like I can get my like medications and stuff for very affordable, if not free, it would be harder to go see like therapists and all that stuff about the stuff that I have to work through and like learn how to not react like a fucking child, because like I watched my parents react like children, and only now as an adult do I realize, well, not now, but like a little while back, I realized they're shitty people. Like they're just children and they're just doing stuff that I wouldn't even do, you know? It takes a lot of money sometimes to realize that, or a professional that's like a third party or a good friend, to be like, that's fucked up. No, that's no bueno. Luckily I had both. I've had good therapists and good friends. There's something in my eye, but I'm not willing to like get up and like fix it. I am. I don't know about you guys, but it was really hard for me to wake up this morning. Like, crazy, stupid hard. Oh my gosh. My eye. Marxist, have you seen the new, like, Omicron? I think that's what it's called. COVID bullshit. Like coming out. I say bullshit because it's just annoying. I don't say it because I don't believe in it, like some crazy people. Yeah, that's fucking annoying. I literally just got my booster shot like last week or the week before or something, and now I gotta find out. I gotta go back and get more. I mean, that's fine, I'll go back and do it. It's just I'm a little like freak out person when it comes to needles. Pleasant. But it's an easy exchange for not getting cold. Trying to get some of these squares that are behind the trees or behind anything. I feel like they still need to work on this POV metric or something. Because, oh my god, is it undesirable. Oh my gosh, Marxist, I don't think I told you, and I don't think I told everybody else, some of the crazy bullshit that went down on my birthday this year. Believe it or not, my mom had nothing to do with it this time. This time, it was just some, like, older friends. Like, I haven't seen them for a long time. I don't know who, like, I feel like they all coordinated, but, like, obviously they wouldn't. That sounds, like, stupid. My god, how do I do this? Okay. On my birthday, like while everybody is in Lucky Strike and trying to like just have fun or whatever, random people fucking, like not random people, but friends that I invited that had already RSVP'd that they weren't going or something like that, decided to wait until my birthday to message me about how they didn't want to come to the birthday party because I was requiring them to be vaccinated, which, I mean, I was requiring them, but also the fucking venues were requiring them, so, like, don't put that on me, bitch. Like, for one, I will require it because, you know, I think I explained to you, but maybe I didn't, because it was, like, so fucking loud at the party. One of the main reasons why I chose to be so specific or straightforward with people about like, hey, I expect you to be vaccinated if you're gonna come to this party, is because I told Bubby that it would be a really good test to see which one of my friends is like worthy, in so many words, of going down to our Mexico homes whenever we finish them. Because the way I view it is whenever I finally get to the point where I can invite people over, like I've made the house like super safe, you know, made sure all the plumbing is good and everything, when I can start inviting people over, I think it's a reasonable expectation, especially in a foreign country, to be able to ask your adult friends to be mature and to be respectful of other guests and to be safe above all else. And I think if they can't manage just going and getting a vaccine that is already like majority state mandated, right? Like, then I probably can't expect them to be polite and or safe at my house, you know, again, in a foreign country. So it was a really good test to see which friends, like, were adults and which ones weren't. But I was so disappointed, like, not terribly disappointed because it doesn't matter. It's less people I have to have over or, like, pay attention to. I was mainly disappointed in how many adults, like adult people, decided to message me on my birthday about it. Like, these people already, every single one of them had already like RSVP'd that they weren't going. Like, it wasn't necessary for them to decide to message me while my party is starting. Like, I thought I was getting like, ooh, Facebook notifications, people are saying happy birthday. No, it's little fucking cunt ass hoes that just don't know how to like be adults messaging me at a random fucking time. I was like, oh my god, grow up, child. Oh my god. Anyway, it's fine. Like I said, it's a really good litmus test and really good way of finding out which one of your friends and or family have matured enough to kind of come with you in these next chapters of life. And I kind of conveyed that to Bubby as well, or at least like bounce the idea off of him. I was like, does it sound ridiculous that I would use this as a really good like public safety test, or at least like a test with friends and whatnot to see if they would be appropriate, you know, when we get to our houses and or whatever. And he's like, nah, it makes a lot of sense. And yeah, anyway, thank you for not being one of the crazy ones and always continuing to be one of the best. Anyway, I need to catch up on chat. Same. Finals is next week. Oh damn, finals like next week. Exhausted this week. Saw that apparently there are individuals with, yeah, in the US, in California actually. If you need help dealing with the needles, let me know. Always had to help my oldest sister. Actually, I very much do need the help. I have my family physician doctor. Her nurse luckily is the one that gave me my first few doses. So when I went to her for my booster shot, she was like, okay, I'm gonna have my nurses here, and they used to work pediatrics. She's like, yeah, we're used to people that freak out. Granted, they're like 5-year-olds, but you know, I was like, I don't even care, bitch. If you know how to like make sure I'm not freaking out with these needles, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, whatever. But yeah, I think I told you, when I had my blood drawn for the stupid low blood sugar shit that I was looking into the week of my wedding, I had a seizure when they took the blood, but after they took the blood. Like, it wasn't even while they were. I was already done. And ever since then, I've like gone to like doctors and they're like, what? Did you say something, Bubby? Oh, okay. I've gone to doctors and I've been like, yo, I really don't want to have another fucking seizure over something stupid. So please just treat me like I'm baby and do this quick. Anyway. I definitely hadn't heard about birthday drama. Yeah, well, because like it wasn't necessary for me to like make a big deal out of it, and I still don't want to make a big deal out of it. Ultimately, I know those people that tried to like message me. I never messaged them back, and I never will. I've blocked them already because it's something that I've conveyed to Bubby, and I think you touched on it here if I'm reading what you said well enough. They're just children, and they're really not necessary in my life further. So why the fuck would I care? Like, how petty is it? Even if you had an argument, why would you do it on my birthday? Like, why? It's not necessary. So, they are thusly not necessary moving forward. One of them was my cousin, and her dad was there, my uncle. So he was like totally like, he's obviously nicer about it. He's like, yeah, her mom's just one of those crazy anti-vaxxers. But I'm like, bro, your dad's not even standing by your decisions. He's also like, bruh, I don't even understand. Like, anyway. Ugh. I'm pretty sure I've told you about seeing a full-grown man throw a temper tantrum because he didn't have a certain product yet, but it is so disappointing to see grown-ass adults be less mature than a 4-year-old. Yeah, that's so true. Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Why? Oh my gosh. Okay, so on that same note, I know you'll find this, like, funny, like I do. So, I won't say who she is or what she does for me service-wise, because I like this person as a person. I would say if it weren't for COVID, I would literally have no qualms with her personality. Literally none. And I don't know. I'll explain. I just don't want... If ever there was a bridge to be crossed where this stuff went popular, I just would never want her to be bullied or something. But I don't think that helps anybody, you know, being bullied or whatever. I think sometimes maybe not holding back my opinion isn't terrible, but also being bullied is effective. Not gonna lie, the only people I think have a valid religious reason to refuse vaccine, the Amish. True. I could see it, but even then I would argue, like, I don't know, Darwinism, evolution. I don't know. Rude. Anyway, so this person, who will remain unnamed, we'll call her Wendy. Sure. She's got a very generic name, but it's a cute name. So Wendy, she does a service for me. I won't say which one, but I get it done pretty regularly. So I see her like every 2 weeks or so. So I've seen her for the last year, if not longer, doing this service, like consistently for the last year. And we've had talks about COVID and like getting vaccinated and all that, but at the same time, she does see a lot of clients in her day. So I don't know if like she was mixing up my personality with some other people's, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, so I invited her to the birthday party, right? She asked to be invited, okay? There's that. She knows my stance on vaccines and whatnot, but I also, at a prior moment, understood that her and her husband or whatever are very, very wealthy, and that doesn't matter, but it does matter for this conversation because she uses it as an excuse, okay? She straight up, when I was talking to her, like I went to see her, which she made it like really fucking awkward. I went to see her to get the service done after my birthday party, and like she and I both well fucking know she didn't show up to my party, and she was the one that like asked me and coordinated with me to make sure her and her boyfriend got like invited, okay? So I don't know, it was just a little awkward for her not to message me that she like wasn't going, and it was a little awkward for her to like RSVP that she was going like on the event or whatever. So I still went into my appointment because I'm a firm believer if I have nothing to be ashamed of, I'm gonna definitely like, we're gonna have that talk, and or I'm gonna give you the platform to talk about what you should be ashamed of, right? Like, I'm gonna nicely be quiet about it and wait until I see if you're gonna mention it, right? So it was awkward when I went into her office to receive the services that I usually get from her. She was kind of like quiet. This girl, we've never had any physical exchanges in our entire relationship aside from the services she provides, right? But all of a sudden, she was like, give me a hug. And I was like, okay. Like, it was just weird, okay? Like, especially given the circumstances. Like, it was clear she felt guilty about something, right? And I'm like, bro, you could just, like, I don't know, message me instead of getting to the point where you feel guilty about, like, not messaging me or anything. Anyway. Yeah, so I arrive, right? Like, give me a hug. And I'm like, okay. So I give her a hug. A few minutes go by. I'm not going to be abrasive, and I'm not going to be like, bitch, why didn't you come to my party? Why did you, like, coordinate with me and, you know, make an equal amount of effort to myself to try to make it clear to me that you also wanted to go to this party, and we both talked about our significant others meeting each other for the first time, right? Like, this is just really weird. So, a few minutes go by, and we're talking about random stuff. She all of a sudden is like, oh, congratulations on the, like, proposal again. And I'm like, thanks. Like, it seemed like she was congratulating me on literally everything except for my birthday, right? It seemed like she was going through the roster. I was quiet, right? It was like she was going through the roster of things that she knew I would be proud of. She was like, good job on the streams, all that stuff. And I'm like, bitch, I know you don't watch my streams. Like, it's fine. I'm not upset about it. But I'm like, I have like 3 people watching my streams, okay? I know. But anyway, she's like, good job on this, good job on that. And I'm like, thanks. So I notice after a little while goes by, I cannot tell you the time because, like, I won't say why, because it correlates with the service that I get from her, and I don't want it to be too pointed or obvious. I can't tell the time when I'm there. So a little bit goes by, and a few more awkward conversations go by, and I'm trying to, like, lighten it up where I'm like, hey, I'm not mad, I'm just confused, right? Like, I need you to start talking about it before I just start coming up with stuff in my head. So I encourage the conversation. I can't remember how I brought it up, but I basically start talking about it with her where I'm like, yeah, you know, my party was good, blah, 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 blah. My friends were like Liddy that showed up, which is true. And I'm just going into it, and she's like, so about that, yeah, I'm sorry, I should have messaged you, blah, 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 which is true, and I appreciate she started off with the apology. She was like, I should have messaged you. It was just really weird because of your post with, like, how you require vaccinations. And I was like, well, let me correct you there. I don't. I mean, I do because I care about my friends, but also I don't. It's kind of like a fucking state mandate right now. So, okay. I was like, also, I feel like we've had these conversations before, you know, about my opinions on vaccinations and all that stuff. And then the best part of the fucking conversation, and I say the best part as in, like, this is the cringiest part, guys, okay? Then she goes, yeah, well, I don't want to be that person, but, and I'm sorry, but if you have to say that, stop what you're saying and don't say it, okay? I'm just gonna say that's a PSA for the most efficient moments in your life and the best moments that you can miss for not, like, shitting on yourself, right? So, like, it's gonna be cringy if you have to start the conversation like that, okay? She is like, yeah, so I don't want to be this person, but me and my husband can afford to not be vaccinated right now. And I just don't want to be peer pressured, blah, 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 blah. Again, guys, I will say this again because I think it's really weird. That's fine if that's her opinion. I understand there are people that are like weirdly scared about it or whatever. I cannot tell you how much I don't understand their point of view, but I understand it's happening, so it can't just be like solely her, right? And I honestly think she's also just a victim of like false reporting and misinformation and all that stuff. So I pity her more than anything. And I try to move forward with that understanding, especially with more soft-spoken people like herself. Like, I don't know. It was just very weird. She was like, me and my husband can afford to be unvaccinated. I mean, people just know. We go to see Seahawks games like every week. So we pay for those tickets. And we just choose to go get tested every day and pay that money. And she's like, I understand that's not an option for everybody else. As if her argument for not getting vaccinated is purely just because the poor need it and she doesn't. I understand what she was saying, and I understand that's not what she meant, but I'm just saying to completely leave it up to the idea that she didn't that she doesn't get vaccinated just because she's not poor is incredibly exactly what she's saying. Am I the only one that's like, no, it doesn't matter if you say, I hate to be this person. That doesn't change like the contents of your words. That doesn't change the fact of the matter, right? It doesn't change your actions to all of a sudden be better than what it would have been before. No, you're equally as shitty. And now I just think you're equally as uneducated, right? Like, I don't know. It was just really weird. So she was like, I don't know, Roxy. Like, this is just something I think. And I'm laughing, right? And I didn't want to. I thoroughly think she's a good person. I just think she isn't clearly not influenced by other people in her life that care enough about her to tell her when she's wrong, right? So I try to go with grace, and I'm gonna try to navigate more productive conversations about it later on in the future, because another thing she mentioned was like, well, I mean, why would I get vaccinated if it's not gonna work? I hear about these booster shots and stuff, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, bitch, do you even know what this vaccine does? Do you even know how it works? Because like, that's kind of how vaccines work. If people don't get rid of the virus, meaning people like yourself don't get vaccinated, we kind of have to get boosters. If you're sick of the booster, fucking get vaccinated. And then we don't have to do boosters. No, now we're gonna have to do boosters probably every fucking year as this virus continues to mutate, because people like yourself just don't fucking get vaccinated. That's just how that works, okay? The only reason why we're in this portion of like vaccination frenzy of having to get the third vaccine and possibly more and different like versions is because of that shitty narrative. I can't say for sure, but I'm just gonna say, if she was so freely talking about this with me, I don't think this is an isolated conversation. And I think what's more frustrating is the idea that she's talking to people even less educated than herself, and might possibly be at the expense of their life because they, quote, don't make as much money as her, you know, like don't have the means to be. So that, yeah. Anyway, hold on, let me catch up with chat, because I need to like chill out and not. I genuinely want to encourage a better conversation with Ben moving forward, because I think she's a nice person and hasn't done anything wrong to me or whatever. I mean, aside from not showing up to my party, I mean, there's that. But I also want to work on my patience with people. I don't think it's good to just be so helter-skelter about my opinions, even if I know my opinion is correct. Like, get vaccinated. Anyway. I'm not saying they're right, just that should claim a religious exemption. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. They can't afford to be vaccinated even though it's free and incredibly unlikely to keep her out of work for more than a day. No. Okay, I said it the other way around. They can afford to be unvaccinated. That's what I mean. If she goes out of work, her husband makes a lot of money. Like, it doesn't hinder their ability day to day at all. That's what she means. She means that her and her husband can just keep throwing away money at vaccination, or not vaccination, at testing facilities, and throwing their money away at tests for the antibodies. That's another thing she's touted. Also, I saw a fucking meme a few weeks ago that made me think of her, and this was before the birthday, and I was like, I really hope this isn't her. She's the only person that I have ever met in my circles of places that has ever mentioned the Joe Rogan podcast as a good thing. Okay, she's the only person that's ever been like, oh yeah, I listen to him every morning. And I'm like, whenever she mentioned it when we first started talking about it, I've just stopped talking about it because she does a good service. It's gonna be hard for me to find another person, so I have to make myself like her. But also, again, I need to exercise tolerance and exercise a more tactful way of communicating with people, and maybe I can help, you know, some misinformation get corrected, all that stuff. Be an ally, not an enemy or whatever. Yeah, she's the only person that said that to me, but also she's the only person that's mentioned to me about the antibodies, and she's like, I would throw out the kitchen sink, literally quoting Joe Rogan's meme of throw out the kitchen sink bullshit. I'm like, oh my god, stop. How come anti-vaxxers are the only ones that I hear that from? Like, the only ones. Stop getting your fucking news from Joe Rogan. Go read a fucking book. Go maybe search your second source, right? Or even your first source. See if that person's wrong. Ugh. Joe Rogan got COVID, bitch. Like, what are you talking about? Oh my god. I really hope she doesn't see this video, but honestly, I don't mind if she does see this video. I wasn't directly mean to her. None of this I would say behind her back. I would totally say it to her face if she asked, but I don't think it's necessary for the purpose of her and I's conversations. I think she does a service beautifully with or without her, like, weird beliefs. She wears a mask every time I see her. She is understanding and doesn't shade anybody that does get vaccinated or anything. It's just she's very clearly tone deaf to how poor people live and how everybody else lives other than herself. And she's just plain and simply extremely selfish in the least obvious way. And more reasons to pity her than to be upset with her, and I'm gonna try to exercise more understanding. Anyway. You know why the first deity I worship is the goddess of death? She's the great equalizer, rich or poor, everyone dies. Plus, you know my stance on the rich. Facts! Facts, mad fucking facts. You know what? That's what I always think too. Whenever she's like talking about like, oh, I'm richy rich this, richy rich that, and I'm like, there have been some rich people that die, bitch. Like, okay. And I told her, I was like, hey, the only time or the only reason I would ever mention it to you is because I like and I won't say the service she does, but I've been like, I like my lady that can do this one service, and I would just hate to, you know, have to be the person to say I told you so. And I told her, I was like, hey, I would be that kind of person that the minute you got COVID, I would totally message you and be like, I fucking told you so. But I would also drop off a care package. like I'm mean, but I'm not that mean. Fuck, god damn it, I did it again. Bubby, what are you doing? Why? What? Just come in here, weirdo. You could be a part of the conversation. Come sit next to me, you freak. Oh my god. No. 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 Get a fucking chair. You said you would shave today! It looks so bad. Shave today. Okay. Get a chair. Just gonna say Joe Rogan is a terrible human being. Facts. So everyone else working for Fox News.
True.
Yeah, that's facts. That's mad facts. Bro, I back you up literally any day of the year. Get the fuck off of my elbow, you asshole. Go get a fucking chair.
No, the only chair we have, it destroys my back. It's not worth it.
You don't have a good back. You decide to sit fucking like the gumbo guy.
There's no backrest on it. Anyways, you got 7 minutes?
Yeah, I did. I don't even know. That's a good fucking question.
Also, peace.
Ooh. I have done so fucking much on this island.
I could tell.
I am officially repaving this.
All of it? Oh,
All
you're
of
just redoing it?
Yeah.
I see.
Not like completely. I'm just changing the white tile to this.
I could tell.
I'll show you everything else though. Huh?
Not have this, like, wheel?
I do. I just don't know how to use it.
You just push up on the D-pad.
Oh, but the fucking D-pad is.
The little arrows.
Oh goodness. I have the worst luck with those. So, this is all sand.
Oh, that looks way better.
I'm gonna have my rocks populate here.
You need a space of 3 by 3. I don't know if you'll have enough space to get all of them there.
Oh, that's fine. I have more space over here.
Okay. I like it though.
But yeah, look. Action.
That looks so good. What the fuck?
Look.
That looks really good.
I know.
I'm upset.
And when I go to the other islands and get the vines people are talking about, I'm gonna put a bed on one of these. A bed so you can climb up the vine and just... Look in there. It's all sand. Got my terracotta warrior. Little gal. I thought you had one.
I did. I forgot that was a thing until you just did that, and I was reminded of the horror, the baby in the bamboo.
Yeah. Do you like these?
It's cute.
They're cute.
Yeah, I like that you found a place for that water slide. I have it, and I don't know what the fuck to do with it. It's so weird.
I didn't know where to put it for the longest time. Where I had it was on here for a while.
Yeah. Like, that's weird. It doesn't connect to anything. Good.
Yeah. But look.
Oh, hey. You could probably customize that. Make it match the other one.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
You're fucked?
Yep.
Oh. You know that island I was telling you about?
Fucking touch me like an autistic person. Yes?
You know that island I was telling you about with all the shops? You can unlock the llamas and they'll customize items that you can't normally customize.
Woo!
Like lighthouses and those and Godzilla statues.
Thank God. I just need to do this area in here, and then I need to finish my like Asian tropics area.
Very cool. PogChamp.
Very cool. Good. Show you how the other stuff. AK Slider. Oh, I need a new song. I'm not doing that.
But you know you can buy songs from the machine as well.
What machine?
The thing where you go to buy spend Nook miles. The shop.
I'll just buy that.
Yeah, the shop there has a song every day.
I need your help making brick walls.
What kind
Clay.
of brick walls?
One's made out of clay. You just need clay for them. 6 for 10. But I had like hardly any clay.
Those are new. I don't have those.
I had these for like ages. I had them before the thing.
I've never seen those.
Oh.
Cute as fuck. I'm mad.
Yeah, but they match this, so I want this whole area.
Yeah.
That way.
So
Look,
cute.
doesn't it look so good?
Yeah.
Look.
Real cute.
It does look real cute.
Are you gonna fill in all their backyards?
Yeah, after I get the fucking things.
What things?
The fencing.
Nice.
I finished this fencing myself, though.
That's good.
I'm really proud of myself.
Are you just out of clay? Oh. Clay's like the one thing I have an abundance of, so.
Fuck yeah. Thank you! Look, I made a soccer area.
Tell me that already.
Yeah, but it wasn't finished yet.
Oh.
This.
Oh, you've laid this out nice.
I did this whole layout.
Island is so flat. I just didn't realize you'd have like.
Yeah, and your ass is so flat. Are
Yeah.
we gonna be talking about flat things,
I'm just
motherfucker?
saying,
What
there's
what do you
no-
mean?
There's no sorry. There's no dimension. I mean, it looks really good, but it's just like.
Yeah, I like the OG game, okay? I'm not a fucking, like, dimension whore like most of these other bitches, okay? Leave me alone. So look, I
That's really
paved
cute.
underneath every fence. So
Yeah.
every fence that was previously there was ripped up today and redone.
Oh, I know. I've had to do that too.
Everything so good.
Why is there a tree right in front of her house?
Where?
Oh, that's cute. Right there.
Oh, that's where the money tree decided to fucking grow.
But
So, yeah, that's my life right now. This looks so good!
it does. Who are your two premium villagers?
Ruby and... well, I have 3.
Oh, you have 3.
Ruby's the only one whose name I know.
Hmm.
This one,
Oh, Bianca.
Bianca, and
Punchy.
Punchy. Punchy is a single dad. Ruby and Bianca are lesbian lovers.
Mm-hmm. Making stories.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know? Sure you did, but in the
Did I know that you leaning on my fucking chair is annoying and single-handedly gonna give me back problems? Yes.
and in the new DLC, the Happy Home Designer thing, villagers move in together.
Yes, I know.
Glad.
We're like getting this close to Sims. Sims should sue. What?
Pizza.
I doubt it's done. That one takes forever. Now it's just more fucking repaving. Okay. I'm telling everybody about the lady whose services I won't name.
Yeah, I was listening.
We can afford to not get vaccinated.
I know.
That's probably the worst way. And I even warned her when she said it to me. I was laughing. Probably not for the reasons she was thinking.
Yeah.
I said, hey, because I care about you, only say that to me. And she was like, ha ha ha. I was like, no. No, seriously, don't.
Yeah. Not
God.
something you tell to other people.
And I told her, I was like, I figured this was a good test. I told her exactly what it was. I was like, this is a really good test for whether or not people can be respectful and all that stuff in my home and everything. And she was dead silent. It's like,
Bad sign.
well, I just don't think she thought about it that way. I think she thought it was more helter-skelter reasons. Which, like, for one, we are in helter-skelter. We're literally in pandemic. So if I am, yeah. But also, No, if I was a man, you would just respect my fucking opinion. But because I'm a woman, I'm just one of those, like, cranky bitches that, like, she needs to have a stance against. I don't know. I don't think she is. I think she has a stance against reality. Much like your mother, which is probably why I'm annoyed right now. And my mother.
More frustrating is she has the money to, quote-unquote, back that stance up.
Mm-hmm. No, she doesn't even have money to back that stance up. That doesn't even back that stance up.
Yeah,
because
I
if you keep spending your money so frivolously
frivolously is definitely
I don't know. Then you're not gonna have that money, like, for one, and for two, I feel like it says a lot more about you if you aren't able to make smart financial decisions. Yeah, instead of getting something for free that, like, you know, everybody can get, yeah, I'm gonna waste money on stuff that's completely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Football tickets? Sure. A necessary purchase for some people. I get it. Getting a fucking negative COVID test every time you go? That's not necessary.
A little extreme.
Yeah, you want to say I'm extreme because I would like people to be vaccinated in a literal state that is requiring you to be vaccinated? I don't know. I'm not saying that like she was saying that, but I'm saying that because that is what she was saying, and I don't think she's intelligent enough to recognize that that is. Or if it's not a matter of intelligence, she's too selfish to understand that that's what that means. And that's what I was thinking the whole time.
That's probably it.
Is that I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's just incredibly selfish.
Yeah.
There's a difference. And I think her being selfish circumvents whatever social nicety she normally has. Also, she's one of those people that has like 600 friends on Facebook. Who the fuck has 600 friends on Facebook? That means you are just in a habit of not telling people what's what. And as much as people like that, time and time again, you know, voting shows and society shows, everybody likes someone that picks a fucking side.
Yeah.
You know, don't be a fucking coward and be like, well, it's okay that, like, I don't get vaccinated and other people don't get vaccinated. Like, don't. But also, like, I don't care if other people get vaccinated or whatever. No, you either care whether or not you're, like, hurting other people or you don't. There's no in-between. Like,
yeah. That goes for regardless of the amount of money you have to spend.
Right? What did I say?
My vote is still for using tranquilizer darts to get everyone vaccinated.
Facts! I mean, facts. I'm just saying if that was out there, I would put money towards it.
Eventually, there's going to be some kind of fine in place.
I think there is going to be a fine in place. I mean, people are already saying that. People are losing their jobs in healthcare and all that stuff. Bitch, if you're in healthcare, you should be getting vaccinated. Don't fucking touch me.
That's the worst.
That is the thing.
Healthcare, it's like, how do you have a job in the first place?
Literally. I'm like, what if I go in without COVID and you give me COVID? Fucking bitch. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why are there so many dumb people?
Good question.
I mean, I'm dumb, so I can't ever vote for, like, regulation that would get rid of dumb people, because I would be gone. But, I'm just saying, there's, like, a certain level. Motherfucker! God damn it. You know what? They could just ask a simple question that would really determine whether or not people were intelligent. They would be like, would you get vaccinated in the case of a pandemic? If they say no, they're gone. I'm kidding.
Minecraft.
In Minecraft. Exactly. I'm not frustrated.
No? You haven't been stewing on this all day? I can tell. I can tell this is a fresh thought.
Well, this fucking tile work isn't helping.
Just making you more and more upset.
Actually, though, and this tile works like, it's not my fault, bitch. Like, what? Stop pushing down on my chair, Fatty! Anyway, I was thinking about switching over to primarily streaming on YouTubes. Okay. I'll be done with stream soon then. I was thinking of switching to the YouTubes because of their weird, like, shit that's going on. Like, Amazon clearly is not having their shit together right now. Our account is still, like, shut down. There's no one useful that's, like, reached out. The only suggestions I've been getting from, like, other people that don't even work for Amazon are to go through, like, third-party hackers that can hack my account for me and shit. Like, why do I have to do that? Why can't they have a good customer service? You can't tell me that that doesn't bleed into their Twitch interests and or explain their, you know, slipping Twitch, you know, issues that they clearly aren't, you know, encouraged to fix. And I don't know what would encourage them more to fix them. You know? All I know is I'm not gonna be behind a platform or remain on a platform solely or fixate on a platform that doesn't care about its creators, for one, or for two, doesn't modify its way of conducting business to complement people, right, and their day-to-day lives, or like follow through on its fucking commitment to do the basic, like, customer service. Normally, I used to think their customer service was so great until I was, like, behind a customer service issue. Like a bigger one than just messaging their chat system. I think it's really fucking stupid. If they were any other company that, like, you can't get in contact with a certain part, like a certain department, that's sussy. There shouldn't be, like, companies that have that. Like, I shouldn't have to go through a weird channel to get in contact with a certain department. That's weird. Like, fix your shit, Amazon. And I've heard that people on Twitch have also had very similar issues, and you can't tell me it's not, again, not a good representative of what they're kind of standing for right now, which is nothing. Anyway, Bubby's gonna probably kick me off stream soon anyway, so I'll be saying goodbye right now, and I'll post somewhere, sometime, some way, about when I'm gonna do like a weekend stream or something. Anyway, stay tuned, guys. Thank you for tuning in, for those of you that can and did. What the fuck am I doing on this whole day? I'll be seeing you later. Ooh, thank you. You too. You have a good night. Bye. I'm gonna see if I can transition properly by myself. Bye.